What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ash, and let's talk about the Netflix original Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. So, what's this show about? Okay, well, it's about Kimmy Schmidt, a girl that was kidnapped as a child and held in captivity in a bunker for 15 years by a crazed cult leader. She's finally set free, and she decides to move to New York to live her life and experience things that she hasn't experienced, where she meets Titus Andromedon, a gay, flamboyant, wannabe Broadway musical actor who's actually a bit of a bum, and the two strike the most unlikely of friendships. We get Kimmy, who supports Titus in his dreams and helps push him forward with optimism and support. And then we've got Titus, who teaches Kimmy about life and the rigors of being an adult and what adulthood is really like and what life is like in today's time and all the things she's missed since being in captivity. And the two move forward in life and we follow their lives from this point on as roommates. So is this show bingeable? As Kimmy would say, you better fudge and believe it is. It is so bingeable, guys. There are 4 seasons on Netflix and it is so funny. We get such a silly goose of a time with this show, guys. It is just creme de la creme. It's so much fun to watch. The comedy style is very much in the same vein as 30 Rock. This is also produced by Tina Fey, so it's very much the same thing. And we get a lot of crazy stuff in this. There's a huge mention of theme of feet. Somebody has a foot fetish in production because we're getting a lot of foot fetish jokes and jokes about feet and people having foot fetishes. That's funny to see. And then they get the rule of 3 where one person will make a joke about a topic and then later on in the episode somebody will touch on that same joke unrelatedly. They'll bring up the same type of joke in a different setting, and it's a different character bringing it up, and then it'll happen again. Like, so for example, one character one time is talking about something being boring and not understandable, and they discuss Inception, and then later on in the episode Inception is brought up again as being boring and not understandable. So we get a lot of funny jokes, and this show also touches on a lot of topics, guys, a lot of heated topics, a lot of big topics in such a comedic way. Like, we get topics such as Native Americans and the Redskins and the name change. Should the name be changed from the Redskins? And they discuss both sides of the argument, but in a comedic way. Socialites, different classes of people, drug addiction, laziness. I mean, just a plethora of topics, guys, are touched on this show. And it is done in such a tasteful and comedic and silly, silly way. It's the silliest show I've ever seen, guys. And I'm always up for a silly goose time. So it's super fun to watch. Let me know what you think of the show. Do you love it as much as I do? What do you think? If you haven't seen it, if you have any questions about it, go ahead and let me know. If you have any questions, I'll definitely get to them. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Make sure you like and subscribe. My favorite character, guys, is Titus Andromedon. He is just such a hot mess of a character. He's so lazy. And he's such a loser, guys. And he's always getting in his own way. It's just so much fun to watch. The guy is just always getting himself in harebrained situations. Like, for example, he wants to use the bathroom at a gas station at his leisure whenever he wants without the attendant knowing. So he gets Kimmy to steal him the key and he makes a copy of it. So he can just use the bathroom and take the biggest, most devastating shits of his life in there without anyone bothering him. It's just crazy. And the guy eats mayonnaise from a jar. And he is just such a hot mess, guys. He's always having relationship issues and career problems. And he's just such a diva. It's just so much fun to watch. And then Kimmy is just so naive and so starry-eyed. It is just so funny and just says the craziest thing, like fudging nuts. And the faces that she makes, her facial expressions are so comedic. And I mean, the actress is Ellie Kemper is so talented, guys. She is extremely talented. And this show is just so bingeable and so much fun to watch. You gotta check it out if you haven't seen it. Alright, guys, I had a silly goose of a time. I hope you did too. I'll check you out next time on According to Ash.